Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Raukangren, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to play 1, but I could definitely do 2 and 3. Let's see here. I'm probably going to want to project it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hello. Hi, everyone. I just completed a very scuffed news. There's reasons for it. And before I start playing here, I am on Telebim today. I wanted to play a little bit on my other Rogue Rag, but if anyone follows, sorry, I definitely rushed getting this out, but alright, let's see. Yeah, that should work. This is WoW Auctions, where I get all my data. And if we go check out something like Black Lotus, this is for Northern R and Telebim, this issue. I think, oddly, it's actually, Telebim was less affected with their data, because they're separate bots. But if you take a look, you see this? This wasn't like server downtime. This was the bot was dead. So I've been trying to do what I can to make sense of the numbers, but a lot of my charts are kind of wonky. So couldn't really do market watch. Also getting real burned out with doing video editing, as I did those 8 class change highlight videos for the Turtle WoW team. And then I also did a tutorial on how to use the launcher for the Turtle WoW team. So whatever I had left, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna tap this news broadcast in. So it was a much less robust production than what you might normally be used to. Yeah, pretty much Gildark. There was also, I mean, I did mention a little stuff about the community, and if you've been listening to the last couple of months when I do Turtle WoW News, I'll do a change log, which is very fun. But there's just, I'll try to kind of make them RP-ish. I had one for last week's news, but there's just been so much in the changelog. I'm just like, dog, I just don't got that energy in me. I just don't. So I'm like, I'll talk about the important stuff, and then I'll just send it. So, sorry if it wasn't the normal quality you're used to, but here we are. I would like another vacation. I don't really relax during vacations, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. I mean, I like to pretend that I'm relaxed, but I am not. What do you think I do? I am that high-strung person. I need that nicotine. I need that caffeine. Stress my vocal cords. I gotta stress them. How else can I get a voice like Dan from the radio? Have you heard him? He's like, hello. I can't even do it. Damn. You know, I would on it. Gildark, you can clip me on this if you want. It is getting towards the cold season, so I do not want to do a fishing trip right now. Although, I don't even know how. I would need like a whole new setup, right? Because I would need like a mobile thing I could use. So that's part of it, but the other part is the weather in New England ain't it. If you're gonna go fishing, man, it's blustery. There's gonna be ice. I could do like ice fishing. I've never done ice fishing. True story. It's a much bigger thing out in the Midwest. The people still do it in New England, but the weather is so wonky here that we have some years where it's like brutally cold and every single lake in the region is frozen over, and then there's other years where it's like we don't even get a full ice out. So so that's one of the reasons I don't think I ever caught on. This last year, our biggest lake didn't even ice out fully, so that was kind of crazy. But okay, but I can have the GoPro, right, Gildark? But then how do I? I'm gonna have to like look up how to do something. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do work. Hold on, sorry. Bruno Leach. Oh, hello, by the way. I should say hello to a couple people. Hello, Lizzie Babs. Gildark, of course. Bruno Leach. Rauk Hangren over in Twitch chat, holding it down. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's see. Bruno Leach. Oi, Vrograg. Want to know something funny that Inferno players aren't allowed to get? Probably a good amount of things. I've recently made a bit of a stink about there's like a new quest that's available in the Tower of Karazhan, like in the lower parts, but the first part of the quest takes you towards Stormwind, and I'm like, what's a horde hardcore gonna do with this quest? They're just gonna look and go like, nah, I guess I'm not doing it. Cause as a hardcore, the people that like want to rate as hardcore, you would do anything to avoid getting flagged. So I guess you just don't do that quest. It's not super limiting. It's not like they're going to be doing the Scepter quest, right? But you know, when you see a quest like that, plus it wasn't annotated, so like if you go to a major faction city, it will automatically flag you, which is like absolute panic mode for a hardcore, especially one who's like raiding. So we aren't allowed to do the quest for dagger weapon skill, reason being the boss itself for that after has a instant. Oh, no way. Wait, which boss is it? Has an instant kill mechanic? How many bosses even do that? I thought it was mostly like dungeon tier bosses and stuff. I haven't even done one. I've just been focusing on my elemental shaman and my my mage. So I haven't even. I saw those prices on the weapon scripts. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. You know what? I'll wait for that cost to come down. Storm and Vault. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is yeah, there is one that has an instant kill mechanic. That's the Turtle Wild team looking out for you guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually, I've seen some of the quests and I've heard some people talk about it. Some of the flavor around them's nice. Like this, like some of them is a little boring, but some of them is kind of cool. Well, I mean, Bruno, I guess you just don't need daggers. Also, this is the first time I've logged on to this Vrograg, my Telebim Vrograg, since the server reset. So why don't we also do this? I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll right now, because I'll do a little bit of leveling here. I think I've just been grinding centaurs for rep, but I'll do a poll for what leveling spec I should continue in, because I got a free respec. I got to take advantage of that. So let me actually get a poll set up. Yes, engage with your audience. That one. What spec? All right, and we're gonna have assassination, combat, add option, subtlety. I'm going to put it over in Twitch as well. Just give me a second to get that up. All right, those polls are up for 2 minutes. I'll check after. Yeah, I mean, I even touched on this a little bit in the news thing I just released, where I was like, I've been actively encouraging any opportunity I have to encourage the team to do community stuff, like anything community oriented. I'm like almost 100%. I understand there's annoying people in the community. It is what it is, but I'm also in favor of there being a public test realm. But there's pros and cons to it. I understand their perspective, their previous perspective. I also know that there's some people on the team that want to have better QA because a lot of these bugs are really annoying. And what ends up happening is that after a patch, what ends up happening is you essentially are playing on a PTR in the live because if you have enough bugs and then the team relies on people to make bug reports to fix bugs, what's really the difference between that and a PTR? When you think about it, it's actually not much. And I think that there are some really, really smart people in the community, some really dedicated people in the community that could help. But on the other hand, the team also likes people to explore and find stuff. And that's actually my favorite part of the game. I'm not even joking. Like I was on the PTR for this patch that's out now. And I literally was telling people, like, don't tell me anything. Like, I'm just doing these videos. I don't want to know extra stuff, you know, because I don't like getting spoiled. So, all right. Sorry, there was one vote. Raukangren probably voted for subtlety. I'm going to end the poll over here on YouTube. All right. So it looks like Combat takes it with 3 votes. Interested if people wanted me to do assassination. It's kind of just thinking about it. I don't even have daggers. I just have swords. So maybe it's good that I'm doing combat. So combat it is, which isn't bad. Rogue had like a lot of changes, but combat is still kind of like combat. There's a couple new things with combat, but it's not too crazy. I have played around with that. So sorry, I brought up PTR stuff, and then I was looking at polls. Kagarin, yeah. Here's the thing, right? Kagarin brings up a really good point and says, hey, maybe you can have a small group of trusted people to do a public test run with, right? And I think that's a good first step. But you have to remember, you remember how angry I was at people in class council that leaked stuff? So the team's only perspective with engaging with the community, with trusted community members, is having that happen. So the community now has less trust than they started with. And I can't blame the team for being distrustful. And there's also security concerns too, right? Because you can only know someone so well. Like, you don't know, maybe they're trying to find it. Maybe they're the hacker. You know, like, I can't blame their paranoia after what happened during the summer. So, it's a tough spot to be in. Kagarin says, sub is so fun. I ambush, eviscerate, 2-shot almost all mobs. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. JOF Venom says, as a Turtle WoW expert, what do you... Hold on. Specifically Turtle WoW. I am not good at the game. Let's make that clear. But yes, thank you. I've been in the community for a while, so I know a lot of Turtle WoW specific stuff. How do you think today's Warcraft Direct's news affect the Turtle WoW server? Like, here's the thing. Most people, and I'm painting with a broad brush strokes here, but most people that are playing Turtle WoW either don't have the finances to pay for a WoW sub. All right, so there's a lot of, I don't want to be offensive, like, you know, there's just a lot of people that don't have the money for that. Okay. Or maybe they don't have a credit card, I don't know, whatever it is. So that's one part. So I don't think retail would be capturing them back, right? The other people who I would say constitute a large amount of player base in Turtle WoW are people that don't like Blizzard, don't trust Blizzard. So I don't think the Blizzard live talk about whatever new thing they're limping into the barn with is gonna take away from Turtle WoW. There is a third group of people that, and I mean this with respect. If you're one of them, you know who you are, and it's fine. Because as I always say, like, just do whatever's fun. It's fine. Like, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. But I call them content locusts, who swoop in, like, play every little piece of content, and then the second there's something else, they just go away. And those people come and go regardless of what Blizzard's doing, or Turtle WoW. So I don't think you can really capture them as part of a community, and I don't think retail or Turtle would want, you want them, right? But they're not an audience you can probably capture well, right? So I don't think it's going to have a huge impact. It's definitely going to be, you know, it's going to be the scuttlebutt. Oh, also there's a fourth group. There are like WoW people who just play WoW, and they will play every version of it, every flavor of it, regardless. To those people, they're already in. So, like, you know, I guess they'll try it. I don't think it's going to affect too much. I think on Telebim it might or might not. We'll see. Because I think Telebim started with more of those more like those fair weather fans, if you'd call them that, who just swooped in, saw a new thing, did new thing, and then rushed off. But Telebim's also been doing a lot to establish itself, make its own community, and so the people that stay around. I hope that answers your question, Venom. I don't know. Rock Hangren says, nothing changed with Blizzard. They are still crash grabbing crooks, even with 30 years anniversary. Well, I mean, you said it. I'm not going to disagree. My PFUI is not the way I want it. That's on me. No, I can't. I have to look for bags. Enable movable bags. Why wouldn't I enable that? Yeah. Okay. Will that make them movable? Some of the defaults on PFU are weird. Okay. Will you move now, or was it like a? I love PFUI, but I cannot remember everything with it. Looks at bags again. Anchor bags above chat. Enable. I thought I just did this one. I did. If anyone remembers, I just wanted to like look at my bags without having to look up where the actual client is. Is it movable? Well, no. Is it, it's not window. Oh, well, I don't know. I am just going to, I apparently had some lockboxes I hadn't picked. Hello, Eric. Vlad. How's it going? Any news about the launcher? Kind of. So, if you watched my news thing, the video I just... Ooh, hey, Lustrous Pearl. The news video I just released talks a little bit about this, but when I say soon, I mean like very soon. I don't know if there is an internal date, but there's some bugs that came up that cannot be fixed simply by the fixes that they normally do. They have to put out another patch, which is actually pretty normal. They normally have a post-patch patch that fixes some of the big errors. However, part of that is also going to be the launcher. So when that patch happens, you should also expect to have the launcher. I don't know, if you have any more specific questions about the launcher, I could maybe answer them, but I have a video. I did a tutorial video about the launcher. It's pretty pedestrian. I wanted it to be very user-friendly, very like beginner-friendly. There's a lot of people who have only played WoW on Turtle, so those people, I do not want them to get intimidated by the launcher, because I could understand that being intimidating. Or people who've never touched WoW and this is their first experience. So like, I was trying to make a video for that. There's a couple advanced things at the end I did, but what was I looking for? I can't remember now. And my bags are so full. I gotta get rid of this crap. Tauren Sham ability, hopefully, right? Tauren Shaman is this normal? Is the Halloween stuff still supposed to be happening? Oh, it's my Lazy Pigs. Hold on. I think Lazy Pigs just did that to me. No, I don't have Gossip Auto Process on, so I don't know why that just happened. But I done got tricked or treated. Hey Telebim, do you guys not have cooldown on this? That's pretty awesome. I'm just trying to sell stuff. I'm trying to empty my bags out here. I think that's so funny though. Oh, where am I at with? I'm still green with heavy silk. Ugh, I'm almost done. Okay. I can, nice. I honestly have been so busy during, like, the only times I've been able to play is like enough to log on and like help my raid team. And I've been with my raid team for years at this point, so like they're kind of first when it comes to like what I'm going to be doing in game. But I've like done like almost nothing else outside of just like derping around. Okay, I'm all right. I'm glad it was reported. I was just like, what? Okay, we have to make some space here. I'm not that worried about gold. I've been grinding these stupid mobs forever, so I'm just gonna like not worry about what I actually have on me. Oh, I might need more poisons though. Yeah, that's tough. I have poisons. Actually, I'm good. I'm good. I have grave. Am I an herbalist on this tune? I think I am. Can I be like a humanoid? Thanks. Yeah, exactly, Nina. And yeah, exactly. You could just right click to get rid of it. See? Like they have much bigger fish to fry. Oh, I was trying to say Tauren Shaman really got shafted with the patch, because not only did Tauren Shaman lose Spirit Link, it was bugged such that you had a point always spent for a while. And then also Tauren Shaman didn't get their Totem Slam ability yet. So some people, I think Spirit Link isn't functioning still. And they don't have something to replace it yet. And if you were a shaman, a Tauren Shaman who used Spirit Link, you know how good that was. That hurt. It was a very small part of the community, though. Not many people... I know people play Tauren Shaman, but not as many as you might think. Oh, right. I need to also spec. The old one was way better. Yeah, it was, actually. Well, Jimbo. It was very... The reason it was better is because it was busted good. They just kind of sent that one, and all the Tauren Shaman just kind of looked at each other and were like, I mean, I won't say it if you won't. Let's just use it. And eventually a couple of people were like, hey, I think 30% mitigation's a bit much to always have up on a tank. And the Tauren Shaman were like, oh yeah, that's crazy. Didn't say anything. I mean, it's working as they intended it, so we're not going to make a bug report on that. I know for my part, when I was in class council, I'm like, hey, Spirit Link might be a touch strong. So then it was removed. And then made as a capstone for Resto. Hello, the Daily Groove. How's it going? All right. So I was voted for combat. This is a little different now. So, I mean, Swift Strike's good. I still kind of want to be a little bit tanky. So maybe I go into a dodge because I can get riposte. I don't need that, but do I have Flourish yet? That's actually another question. I don't think I have Flourish yet. No, I don't. Okay. I mean, Swift Strike seems good. It's just a flat haste ability. But this will make me tankier. Haha. And then, I guess I have to do precision, right? Oh, Riposte is good, though. I mean, I need my abilities to hit, so... Maybe I just do it my way. I'm just gonna do it my way. I'm fighting things that I think are at or lower than my level. I can fix it after. It's not a big deal. I just really want Riposte, guys. I like Riposte. I know it's becoming a bit of a meme at this point, but when are the error/KT killers getting the title that you still haven't? So Daily, if you're who I think you are, do you remember I had that really good idea where you post once daily and encourage everyone in Telebim who is affected by that to do an emote just once daily. Just keep reminding them. I can't believe they haven't, though. That's wild. I hope they get it to you. Oh, dang it, you're right. Gouge is good for leveling. If you're a coward. Look, I'm just going to recreate rogue tanking right now. Because look, guys, set up. It's in combat. Get a little blade flurry in here for some cleave. Why not? Might as well get dual wield while I'm here. Oh, blade rush time. We'll get that. Ooh, I get surprise attack. That's actually nice. And I'm using swords. Oh, it's only two? Oh, it's two. I didn't know I was this deep into combat. I guess I forgot what level I was. So I'm using Sinister Strike, so I want this. And I want this. So I have 4 points. I don't really need the weapon skill, so I guess I would do this first. He's like, I don't think I'd really... I'm not going to be... If I'm fighting something that's 3 levels higher than I am, I'm probably doing something wrong. I could go back and go get improved gouge. I only have 1 point, though. I'll get 1 point in Swift Strikes. This is an ugly spec, but it's my spec. Oh, you're right. It is an extra 1% hit. Dang it. I forgot. I was thinking just glancing blows, but you're totally right. It is hit. No. It's okay, guys. I'm sure I can still kill the centaurs I've been farming for forever. Alright. You know what? I think I haven't been to Ogremar in a minute. Maybe I should go over there and make sure I'm going to go over there to make sure there's nothing new I need to learn. Do I have a mount? I do have a mount. Thank you, Ankle. Exactly. You get it. It's not a good spec, it's my spec, and it's special. Doesn't matter, right? Because you don't have precision. What do you mean I don't have precision? Did I skip something I should have? My precision? What are you talking about? Hold on, we'll talk about spec. I have to start my flight. Yeah, I did skip that one. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm a little burned out. I'm not firing on all cylinders. Yeah, I remember I was like over here and I'm like, well, I even said I wanted the hit and then I just went for deflection anyway. Flourish, I'm gonna get Flourish soon, guys. And then they won't be able to touch me. It's gonna be beautiful. Let's see what my crappy gear is. Okay. Oh, I am level something. Level 38. Okay. I have 2 pretty slow swords. Oh, my silver star broke? Oh, it's because I used it. So I guess that's what happened with thrown weapons. If before the patch you had thrown weapons that had some amount of charge, you lost them all. Which is fair. Now I can keep Silver Star forever. It's a 6 agility weapon. So I'm down. Exactly. I like how they did thrown weapons, so. I have these really nice boots. No trinkets. And I'm pretty sure I'm an herbalist alchemist. Yep. Yes, I am. Okay. They do look like shurikens. I love it. That's one of the things I like about thrown weapons is like they can like lodge themselves into enemies and you'll see them. They'll also size up. So if you get it to like work on like Onyxia, like you have this huge arrow sticking out of her head. It's funny. Is jewel crafting working? Like 90% of it is. I know the enchanted oil that is like at top end, the recipe's just not working for some reason. That was a whole story too. If you know about that story, you know what I mean. It was quite interesting what some people did. The last I saw, it didn't even work. Juicy, what do you mean by does it work? I mean, on Northernar, I've had people enchant my rings with jewel crafting, so I know for certain that's working. Oh, But it's, no, I mean, unless it just broke, I know parts of it are working. You silly drops won't work on me. Puny. Wait, there's drops? What? Can someone explain to me what drops are? Like, I think I just missed the boat, and it's, at this point, I'm just afraid to ask. I just hear drops being a thing. I don't, what does that mean? Twitch ads? Oh. Well, I mean, I'm not in control of that. So, why don't they just call them ads then? So much about streaming is just not intuitive. So you went for jewel crafting and the book didn't open? I hadn't heard that one. One of my contacts at the news station, friend of the show, Garth, he got max level jewel crafting. He was helping me figure out what certain things are used for enchanting. It seemed like it was working for him. So I don't know if you're special, Juicy. Maybe no, you are special, but I don't know if something about jewel crafting is special for you. Yeah, I would try doing that. If you do a fresh reinstall, remember to grab your WTF folder. But other than that, I mean, I just know it's at least working for Garth. I haven't honestly tried it, but yeah, that's actually been the big complaint I've heard about goldsmithing, is that goldsmithing's cool, but all your items are bind on pickup. So you can't really like give away cool items. They're all bind on pickup. So that does seem a little. Could you imagine if like tailoring all your items were bind on pickup? I'd be like, I mean, it's okay, but it's also fun to make stuff for other people. Ooh, 3% leech. Now we're talking. Nah, I'll call it leech. Vampirism makes it sound cooler than it is. You are leeching their health. You're not like a cool dashing vampire. You're just a guy with some gear. Back in my day, vampires were scary. Okay, level 38. We'll see if I have to learn anything. Hello, Doras. I did something really cool on my shaman yesterday. People are logging in. Okay, LSR is just doing LSR stuff. I thought like my loading was weird and I was just seeing people log in right in front of me. I was considering getting a goldsmith to make me one for my farm set. That's not bad. Oh, right. Let me finish my story before I forget about it. Using tier 3 elemental set, I was able to solo packs in strat dead. I was trying to get holy water, and I could do it. I only needed 9 of 9 tier 3, but I was able to do it, which is a big deal for shamans. I had to spec deep into enhancement with a bunch of the tanking talents to survive, but it's doable. Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff I need to learn, guys. Yeah. I might have skipped Garrote and Ambush because I'm not really using those. I mean, I'll use Rupture, I suppose. I'll train that. Expose Armor, sure. Feint, I never want to use or touch or think about. Gouge, as we know, I'm not using. Sinister Strike, though, now that's one I can grab. There's some new poisons here that I should probably grab. I don't need to learn blinding poison or blinding powder because I just get that from pickpocketing. Instant poison I'll grab. Mind numbing is, I think that's new to my level. That's actually pretty good. And that's right, I get ghostly strikes. I get ghostly strike. Let's go, baby. Oh, I can just use that. I can just use that now. Sorry, I'm really pumped about that. Hidden traps will become easier to spot. Does anyone use this? Is this usable? I know what it's for, but a disarm trap. Yes, that is a rogue's job, so I should just grab that now. And increase my stealth detection, sure. So that I can know when the druids are about that are trying to kill me. What's going on over there? Elishar, what are you doing? Stop angering them. I'll have you know I have ghostly strikes. I'm dangerous now. Now, ghostly strikes is fun. I would genuinely use that when I would do solo content on the other Vrograg. The one who's actually like good and higher level and has gear. That one. I am on Taliban Ankle right now. I guess I didn't put that in the thumbnail, did I? I should do that. I've been having this bug too happening every now and then, where like my camera will just sink into the ground and I get an upskirt shot of my character. I don't know why that happens. It's very weird when it does. Who's this? Someone named Elvie from Bananas. Hello, Elvie. Hello, Lorinda. Alright, we're going back to Desolate. This is the only place I know. I'm just going there to kill centaurs until my eyes bleed. Was trying to find you so I can hook you up with a sword. I mean, yeah, I could probably use better swords. No, you're good. Vrograg doesn't need swords. He has many, and one of them's Thunder Fury, so he's like okay on swords. He doesn't have a Grustle, so there's that. I don't. He doesn't need it though. He's flush. I appreciate the sentiment though. I try purposely. I don't like being those streamers who's like, hey guys, I'm your WoW streamer, give me gold. I'm not gonna do that. If you have like a thoughtful gift or something, like I'll take it. I think someone gave me some movement to speed boots when I was like level 10. That was cool. They made them themselves and handed them to me. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I'm not gonna be taking like gold. That's so weird. Let me fix my camera, which has always problems with focusing. Much like me. Okay, that's fixed now. Oh, hey, Hexer. Good to see you. Okay. So I'm glad I'm not the only one who's experienced a camera glitch. Everyone be very nice to Haxer. Do not harass that man about the launcher. He's been in launcher hell. If he's coming here to unwind, everyone be nice to him. You can never turn down a Lucky Charm. That's true. You can. If someone gives me a Lucky Charm, I won't turn it down. Vrograg still has one from when he was hardcore. I've never taken it out of my bag. I'm superstitious. Cass, don't be a terrorist. I will harass him about the launcher or ISB. I would do ISB because I don't think Haxor has anything to do with ISB. So Haxor can just let it roll off his shoulders. I think. Oh, wait, what is ISB? Is that irritable bowel syndrome, but you got the letters mixed up? The Turtle WoW devs are not in charge of that. Okay. But I'm still excited for the launcher. And I'm glad I contributed to its development by breaking my client when I first got to use it weeks ago. What? Can someone tell? What is ISB? And are we sure we're not talking about irritable bowel syndrome? Because every time I hear someone say that, that's what my brain thinks. As long as torches are bright and it's dark, I want the Unreal Engine. Yeah, I mean, we all do. We're all curious to see what their take on it's gonna be. Oh, sorry. Okay. So it's irritable warlock syndrome is what we should call it. The team tried to mix things up for the listen, by the way, I have no skin in the warlock game. If you're offended by what I say, you're probably not watching the right person, but from my perspective, what I see is warlocks having a pretty boring PvE rotation in raid content. The Turtle team tries to spice it up, like they did for Frost Mages. By the way, if you've done Frost Mage, the new Frost Mage stuff for PvE, it's fun. It's fun as hell. Warlocks did not want to separate themselves, I guess, from Improved Shadow Bolt. They are sticking onto it like a tick to its host. No, you can't change this. No. I'm like, all right. Okay, guys. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? The PvE crowd, they're very narrow in their focus. I'm guilty of it too. I understand, but the scope of their complaints often are limited just to that. And it's like, warlocks can do other things, like battlegrounds. They got new stuff. Their pets being extra chonky is really interesting. I can only imagine what it's like leveling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's some cool stuff, but instead, like, all the max level warlocks are freaking out about this one talent that's like that. And to be fair, it's been like their mainstay for a long time. But I mean, Frost Mages were affected too. The Blizzard Slow got nerfed, Shatter got nerfed, right? So people that love AoE, they were heavily affected and weren't thrilled. And I feel them on that. I agreed with them and argued for those changes to be different. But then that would make me just like those warlocks screaming about Improved Shadow Bolt. So I'm no different. I'm not better. When you're separated from the problem, you can think a lot more broadly about it, though. I will say that. Because you get invested. People get invested in their characters. That makes sense. You got some folks who still want that one boat in rotation. Yeah, well, they'll want it if it's better, generally. I don't think they want the simplicity. I think they wanted something complex that was better. And I think they got something that was complex, but not as good as Improved Shadow Bolt. So then they were upset. And again, fair enough. Like, I get it, but Dream Krungle also says, I'm also playing a melee warlock, so there's that. Hell yeah. Oh, I hope you're an orc. You could pop your racial and it will help in multiple ways. Now you guys can see how well formatted my stream chat is. It's just going up off the little background there. I haven't seen many debate on the gold cost of weapon skills for melee when it's like 250 plus text for each individual skill. Well, what is there to argue about? It's too expensive, not expensive enough. It seems like an unnecessary tax on melee. Yeah, those are fair assessments. It's I think what makes it difficult is that it's such a narrowly enforced thing, so it's like only very select people are going to really be looking to do this. So I think that's where it hurts, is because let's say you get level 60, right? And you want to do raid content. Well, you also might want to get a mount, but you also want to get weapon skill. So you're spending a lot of time farming to get gold. And then it's like you have an extra. So I think like I can understand that perspective. To the people that have been 60 for like months or years that are complaining about it, I'm like, bro, it's all right, man. You're okay. I actually feel for the new characters that feel necessary to get that. I've heard some people say, hey, gold sinks are a thing, and gold sinks are a thing, but I don't think that's gonna really, if it was meant to be a gold sink, it would affect more classes than just, I suppose, who would it, I mean, obviously it's warriors and rogues are affected probably the most. Warriors the most, and then rogues. Then we could say shamans and paladins. I guess hunters to a certain extent too, right? Glancing blow works different for them, right? With range attacks, but there are melee hunters, so I can see that. Oh geez, my stream chat just like splurged all at once. Also, no feral weapon skill. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they do have feral wind fury now, so why didn't they have to pay for that? They also get, if you have the license to wind fury, but it's part of what makes vanilla unique is that feral doesn't have a weapon skill for their paws. So I don't know how to feel about that one, but I do agree that it's funny that druids didn't have any tax for their weapon skill. The Caden does bring up a good point. The cost will go down because more people will get pages, more of them will get farmed up as it matches market demand. Warrior tank might use a Titans here and there. Well, yeah, but they have the most expensive repair bills, and they have the most repair bills because they get hit all the time. Like, as a mage, you might never get hit for like a full couple levels. In raid, you also might never get hit. Remember, every time you get hit is when it can tick down your durability. As a mage, you're just sitting pretty going like, whatever. And you have the cheapest stuff to repair. Ferals do have a weapon skill. It's in the book, just not visible to the player. Oh, okay. I don't know. People are distracted by the wrong issues. We still don't have Thunder Fury that shamans can use. Oh no, I'm not distracted. I've been saying that for a long time. You know, the quest that involves elemental lords. You know, elementals, the things that shamans are primarily concerned with. And somehow doesn't involve shamans. Miss me with that. I think Blizzard dropped the ball. Okay, so what do I gotta do here? Actually, where's my rep? Reputation. Yeah, it's these guys. I think I want to get to, if I get to revered, that's good. Because they have something I want. Also, it's very easy for me just to do grinding while talking to people. Oh, Dove's mind controlling me. Yeah, thanks, Dove. Sweet, now I don't have to grind centaurs. I got mind controlled. How about a Thunder Fury Blessed Mace of the Windseeker? I mean, it's not the worst idea. Oh, I should be polite and wave. Hi, Dove. Thanks for not drowning me. I am close enough to water. I was concerned. So yeah, I do have to kill. Wait, what is up here? Oh, geez, I forgot. Oh, I didn't do any of my key bindings. Hey, you see that? See how that thunder lizard there had a cast bar, and it didn't let me interrupt it? I think that's a bug. Sorry, it was loud for me. It was probably loud for you guys too. Let me check how the sound is. Yep. Well, Rao Kangren, I will gladly take a I didn't get drowned in the water over not getting a stamina buff. I'm not going to be offended. Let me also open up my spell book. Because I just got this. I got surprise attack. That seems pretty useful. Make some room for this stuff. What else do we get? We got. I have riposte. I always had riposte. And I have ghostly strike now. It's funny that they made ghostly strikes. I mean, I guess it always was subtlety, but to me, it always kind of felt like a combat talent. And I'll put that there, I guess. Yeah, that works for me. You can't interrupt the warrior's decisive strike. Well, okay, Haxer, but what if I told you I was able to do that before? And so to me, it seems like a bug because I was able to interrupt Thunder Lizard's breath weapon. Isn't Ghostly from the TBC tank rogue? Hey, listen, it's from Turtle WoW tank or rogue. Well, actually, not really, because you don't want to go deep subtlety. It's really useful for rogue tanking though. It does a lot of damage. It gives you a bunch of dodge. It has a long cooldown, but it's something that I would use when I would solo elites in my rogue tank spec. Yeah, I don't know if it is a bug fix. However, here's the weird thing. When you're leveling up, some creatures have breath weapons. Some dragons, their breath weapon is interruptible. And that is vanilla behavior. So when trying to distinguish breath weapons from breath weapons, how do I know it's a physical ability and not a spell? Because you can kick dragons, like not like boss dragons, but you can kick many dragons to make them stop casting, you know, fire breath or fireball on you. So if you have that in your head and you see a creature using a breath weapon and you kick it and you don't see it get interrupted, you're like, all right, what's going on? So I don't know if that's correct behavior. In my personal opinion, I feel like if what you're about to use against me uses your mouth, like most spells, or a breath weapon, and you get kicked, it should be interrupted. That's just how I would do it. Yes, thank you, Cass. You see, and Haxer, that's what we want. We want players, rogue players, to learn how to kick responsibly and when to do it. To punish them for blowing energy on something that doesn't interrupt anything, we're not teaching rogues good lessons. Oh yeah, Krungle, what was going on with their demon skill cap bug? I think I remember hearing about that too. Hey, Haxer, By the way, you were right about that. Blizzard, I know, was not consistent. The only thing that threw me for a loop is that since I've been on Turtle WoW's been inconsistent between patches, so it's hard to remember. Also, I'm just old, so I just forget stuff. I'm like, is this breath weapon kickable? I don't know. Bring me some pudding. Dream Congo. They added avoidance to every demon. Demons couldn't actually learn more. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I'm really glad they fixed that then. Yeah, so Cass, that essentially that's what it creates, is that every time I work on a rogue, I have to like, I don't know if this is interruptible, but I have to try. Now I know a stun would stop it, but stuns stop everything, so. Saxon, yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm a longtime appreciator of Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons, so like in my headspace, that stuff all kind of like has some kind of logic to it internally. That's why, again, it's also, oh wait, I have poisons. I should apply poisons. Deadly poison. You know what? I should open with my throwing weapon from now on, because I have one, and I'm proud to use it. Yeah. Pax was saying it was helped by later expansion stuff with better tooltips. Yeah, that's true. Oh wait, that's a scout. I need to get close to a scout. All right, there's a ghostly strike. I think scout's gonna run. Oh, I should put a slowing poison on. Called it. You see that instant damage from riposte? See, now I'm not so silly. Unreal Engine 5 feature. Possibly. I would like that. I don't want them to put too much in Unreal Engine 5 because something's just not going to work. Oh, look at all those points I got, like, instantly. That's amazing. No, don't run. Wait, do run. Taste my throwing weapon. I want to. Oh, hold on. I have to wait. I have to kill him with the throwing weapon. There it is. The demon skill cap bug was really weird. I've made multiple warlocks in PTR and I've never encountered it while testing. I mean, that's what QA is. You're like X-Files, but for... Man, what is going on? Why is everything padding into me? Oh, I see, I just did it. I just kicked for no reason. Oh, let's get a kidney shot. Just stop you from killing me. All right, there it is. Do I have food? These are things I should have checked before I actually left town. No, but I have bandages, surely. Oh, that's not the right spot. Right here. The only thing that I think is very promising, well, there's many things, right? But if what I'm really looking forward to, much like with the launcher, ease of access for devs to change stuff, to fix stuff, and develop things is really the winning recipe for me about Unreal Engine. Now that was a spell and I kicked it. Yeah, these guys are melting because I'm way over leveled, I think. Yep, I'm like five above them. Completely unnecessary for me to kill them. I do not need Wranglers. Can't wait for Turtle 2.0 so the devs can create more horde. Will they though? Will they create more content for the horde? I'm like a little horde demon that whispers in their ears that they don't care about anything with the horde. I think they're starting to resent me for it. but I want to live in their head. I want them to know that when they fail to do something for the Horde, somewhere in the background, I'm just going to be shaking my head, going, like, just disappointed. Just like, you could have done better, and you didn't. You chose not to. All right, I do need these guys. Lumion, I think the nerfs to the racials were pretty generous. If you just want to win in PvP, I would, well, what would I know? I don't win PvP. Everyone just tells me to get good, so I'll use the same advice to you. Get good. It ain't gonna be racials that are gonna carry the day. It's gonna actually be like skill and coordination. For this broken, janky-ass version of a PvP game. I think it's generous in light of the buffs they gave to Alliance racials too. I mean, can't say it's nothing. You're never going to have complete parity without wanting to have differentiation between the races. So, if you think every single Horde racial is as strong as it was, then I think you don't understand how numbers work. If you think they need more nerfs, I would be like, why? I mean, I think, I mean, then again, they did walk back the Forsaken racial a little bit. Which, it really did change how it would work if you'd have to pop it preemptively. The only content they do for Horde is to nerf... Oh, I got you now. Yeah, no, they're really good at that content. The new content is, by the way, now it's harder because your racials won't carry you. Wait, hold on, gonna kill him with the stars. Oh yes, bring your friend. Look at that armor. The trolls were there first, absolutely. I mean, most of the flack that I give the team about Horde buys, most of it's said with good intention. But I mean, I don't want them to think that many of the Horde players are unaware of... You have to remember there's two different things, right? So there's like what actually is the truth, and then there's like the perception of reality. This is something that I'm not trying to get too philosophical, but it's something I bump into with like what I do with like media and writing. And what reality is, and also the perception of what reality is, are like two different narratives. So even if, and it's not, by the way, but even if content was like somehow perfectly like developed in a 50-50 sense, the perception is still that many of the Horde players feel like they get the short end of the stick. So usually what you do when you do like journalism stuff, you try to get to the bottom of why that is. Like, where does that come from? Why is that happening? And then you look into the perceived phenomenons and see if they're true. And like the one that I can readily point to easily is I think there might be one or two at this point, now that there's more quests. But during 1.17.1, I don't think there was a single 2800 quest achievement on Horde side, but there were plenty on Alliance. So that can at least show you that, hey, they have more available quests. So that, I mean, that shows the disparity, right? But that's also part of the experience that Horde players have. So, you know, that helps understand the narrative, because I don't want to like necessarily believe one thing or the other. I want to find out why people are saying it, and then find out if it's true. So part of it is a larger factor that extends well beyond anything that's going on with the turtle team, and that there's just less content for the horde. And I let that heal get off. Dang it. In the vanilla game just has less content for the horde, like full stop. That is the truth. So horde already started at a disadvantage and had less development time. Those are things that we know from the original developers. And there's less established lore for the horde. I personally see that as an advantage because, hey, if you have less established lore, you have more creative freedoms to do what you want with the lore. But that does make it very nerve-wracking to want to establish something for races that are beloved, you know? So I understand that trepidation, but, you know. Haxter says, I'm afraid there aren't enough active kingdoms currently. It sounds like a paladin. So, okay. But for some reason, why it feels that way for me is that in Warcraft, the real-time strategy games, a lot of time the Horde is that they're the bad guys. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the conceit. Yeah. It does be the flag bearer. It doesn't have to... Yeah, okay. But it means the Lions get a lot more designers because they have more to go off, I assume. Well, yeah. So, Cass, you bring up a really good point. So, here's a really good example of why... this is part of the phenomenon of why there ends up being less content for Horde. Because I don't think it comes from a point of like the developers hate the Horde. It's not, nothing's ever that simple, right? So I was talking to someone who does like design and art for clothing or like T-Mog stuff, right? Like custom outfits. I let another heal get off. I gotta remember that. All right, so keep that in mind that they make new custom outfits for like, you know, celebrations or little events, what have you. Do I have a swing time timer? Man, I get distracted. But they were talking about maybe making something for Wintervale this year. And they were just chewing the fat with me, letting me know some of their ideas. Because I like talking about, you know, like aesthetics and like, I'm not like a huge fashionista or something, but I appreciate it and I like talking about it. So I was talking to that person, and then most of their ideas were very like suitable for like only the Alliance races. And I'm like, you know, what if you try doing something a little out of the box to kind of differentiate the Horde's concept of Wintervale, or like a year-end celebration from what the Alliance's is. You know, like granted, you know, there's Great Father Winter who's like the orc, right? But when I was talking about where you go for like, oh, what's like a traditional like Christmas outfit, and some of the ideas I was bouncing, the designer was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that because I don't really know enough about like that culture or that aesthetic. So some of it is also because of if you want to make something different just to be different, it doesn't usually come out looking good. And you can see that in the actual design implementation of how they did the Horde races. Like they, although sometimes vaguely offensive, I guess, but it's like a cultural pastiche of another culture, right? So trolls have like this Jamaica voodoo sort of aesthetic thing going on, but like I don't think there was maybe a lot of Jamaican people who were developing WoW. Maybe there were. I don't think there were, but so how do you move forward with where you want the cultural sort of hallmarks of your fantasy race to continue? You know what I mean? So it is genuinely a tough problem. And if I had to say someone, hey, you have 3 days. I need you to make a new outfit for this holiday. Are you going to try doing something experimental and weird? Or are you going to go with like something that you know? And so you can see how like this perpetuates this situation that makes it tough to design things for the Horde. Sorry, I'm gonna catch back up with chat. I've been yapping today. Yes, orcs are not from Azeroth. We all know that, Haxer, of course. Orcs have been around, what, 40 years? What do you mean around? Do you mean like, if you count the internment camps? Like, I think? Yeah. Before they were around, but they weren't exactly invited guests, and they weren't, like, I guess they were playing on, like, the old Dark Horde, maybe, I don't know where you'd count that. I see Cass saying 25 at the start of vanilla. Okay. Plus 7 years for 2 hours time skip. We had a time skip? Horde are more than orcs, you know. Yeah, yes, that's true. And that's also part of the problem with why it's so difficult. Forsaken are even more recent with it being like 8 to 10 years. Yeah, and they're a super special case. Because they also have like another life attached to them somehow. Also, I think I'm getting to this one late, but Dream Krungle, I see that you said awesome job at the class videos. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Rockhangers and orcs were never invited anywhere. Yeah, they were. Their demon overlords invited them to Azeroth. Liar. You see? Propaganda. Not in my chat. Torn didn't even have that deep of a backstory. Yes, that's one of those situations where I'm like, I would love the Turtle team to do something with it. I will always advocate for the Horde, never against the Alliance getting more things. I always ask for more. Exactly. Like, there's no harm in saying, like, hey, do more stuff for the Horde. And it's not because of, like, this sort of, like, I only like the Horde. I just think it has, like, the most story potential. There's so much there. And there's lots of really cool story elements you can weave into, like, this weird mingling of otherwise, you know, baddies from, like, in a classical sense. Elishar, orc should remind you of mushrooms when you spell it with a K. As far as I know, Turtles lore is not written as continuations, rather everything always being there. Well, I mean, that is how you're supposed to do lore. Especially if you're doing, like, a continuation of a story, you don't want to be disruptive and just have, like, this gigantic retcon. Dream Congo says, I think leaning on cultural influence is completely fine as a writer, visual designer, but some of the historical lazy stereotyping, yep, especially in our 20-year-old video game, is definitely visible. It highlights how important thorough actual research is with this stuff, ideally coming from people's said cultural background, but also when that's not. Yes, thank you. Dream Congo, you said it very well. Because, I mean, it's a tough situation to be in where you're handed what Blizzard gave you, right? And, you know, could someone do something that's, like, poorly informed and kind of silly if they don't know if they're not, like, educated in sort of, like, the cultural intonations that those races are behind? Yeah. And that sucks. That's like a lose-lose. So it doesn't mean that Horde development for, like, story, lore, and culture requires more work. It's true. It does. No, you're... Dream, you don't got to apologize for talking too much. Have you listened to my streams? I am never going to get on a soapbox and say... There's the camera glitch again. I'm never going to say someone's talking too much, especially how much I talk. Are you kidding? Talking's like what gives me life. And I do have a really janky swing timer head on the upper left. Forgot about that. Okay, this time, we're gonna wait for the heal spell. And kick it. There it is. I remembered. Fine. You shall die by the blade. Haxer, I know they do, and that's part of the problem. Haxer says, the research is really thorough. Our lore guys really love the old Warcraft lore materials. That's the problem. The old Warcraft lore materials had a very different brush. They were painting orcs, trolls, if Taurens even existed in half of them. Forsaken, again, are pretty much just a Warcraft 3 institution. So, like, they have next to nothing. Do you already tried stream? Oh, hold on. Guys, I have to get rid of a bot. You there. Where is the ban button there? No, just ban them. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I can't believe I read an advertisement out loud. How could I? I can't believe, like, I guess it kind of seems weird to me, like, people would actually pay to have that. Like, pay to make it seem like people were listening to you. That's so, like mentally ill. What? I got a blue item. What is this? Let's go! My character got saved. Kaleidoscope chain. I've never heard of this item. Is this a new item? Is this better than my current? Yeah, look at that. Let's go. It binds when it's equipped, but guess what? I'm equipping it. Streamer luck. Yes. Listen, if the turtle devs actually wanted to somehow help me on Telebim, that would be wild. Cause that's not gonna help the Telebim narrative. They think the developers forgot about them. So which one is it, Telebim? Did they forget about you? Or did they not? I'm having so much fun just throwing knives at guys. Sorry, throwing stars. Yeah, that does look pretty strong. It's not a bug though. And if it, no one make the report. Wait, what level was that item? It's level 30. I've never heard of that item. Oh, you know what? I can actually check to see if it's new. Let me just stealth here for a second. This probably would be worth a gander, right? So I could still, because if I check on the database, it should tell me something. Or sorry, if it tells me nothing, then I know it's new. So here we go. Oh geez, how do you spell kaleidoscope? Kaleidoscope. Okay. Kaleidoscope. Okay, it exists. Wow. So that was a 0.0025 drop chance, but it does exist. I don't think I've ever seen that item. Hold on, I wonder, so let me check WoW auctions. Kaleidoscope. Okay. Because Nordinar would probably have this hanging around. Alright, on Nordinar, it goes for a good chunk of change, it looks like. Alright, so I'm just supremely lucky. I'll take it. It's definitely a best in slot for Twinks. I saw that, I'm like, that's too good. At level 38 even, that's awesome. Gamble while the luck holds. That's exactly how luck works. I don't know why, but I never caught the gambling bug. I'm not sad about it. I never really understood the allure of gambling. Watch this guy. Oh, I wish I had Devastating Throw right now. I thought it might have been a jewel crafting item they might have added, but it'd be weird that it's a world drop because it's a neck item. So, where am I? Did I finish my quest? Our mortal enemies. No, I need Outrunners and Stormers, which are... Here's one. I went to Vegas once, put $75 in the machine, and and it was gone. Then you realized you didn't have the gambling itch. I guess that's been my experience. I had like a scratcher one time for Christmas. I think I was like a kid. I must have been like 8 or 10. I think like one of my grandparents got me some scratch tickets. And I thought they were so cool, but I lost on every single one. And they got me like, I don't know, like 10 of them. And you know how like kids will say stuff with like very little filter? I remember saying to my grandparents, I'm like, don't ever get me scratch tickets again. This was the worst. And ever since then, I never had the gambling itch. Dream Kungle says, I'm loving the sheer amount of plus strength, attack power, cloth gear, and ring amulets and trinkets off jewel. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's interesting. I'm still malding with all the gems I hoarded before the gem profession release. Is playing the auction house gambling addiction? There's a lot to unpack there. Maybe. Depends. How's your relationship with the auction house? All right, we got to get more Outrunners and Stormers. The Stormers are, I think, the ones in the tents. Yeah, there's them. Oh, I need my tooltip to be different. Where is tooltip? Now that's focus. My tooltip anchor's here. So how come when I mouse over something? See, it says my tooltip anchor's here, right? When I mouse over something, it appears behind my camera. So I can't see it when I'm playing through this OBS. All right, that's it. You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of dealing with this. I'm not playing through OBS anymore. I can't do it. I'll look at chat, I promise. Nope, I don't want wind chasers. Hey, Dean. Hey, thanks for saying that. I appreciate that. Oh, also, you remind me. I should promote myself. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube, and like the stream. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow. Notifications are enabled for all of those things, I believe. And hold on, let me get this kidney shot off. Oh yeah, and if you're like fabulously wealthy, maybe an oil prince, like the subscriber things and super chat, just give me a bunch of money. It'd be awesome. You'd love it. Frograg Fish there. That's because you haven't touched or moved your frame for tooltip, and that's why the PFUI doesn't move it. Oh, interesting. I think I just need to copy what I have on the other Frograg and just put it on this one. Edgemaster went for 1,400 gold to 400. Yep. I mean, let's be honest. The initial, like, weapon skill was not in a good place in vanilla. It needed like anything, right? It's so dumb. I don't think anyone would be really keenly against that notion. Now, is what they have now perfect? No. No, it's not. Is it better than previous? Yes, because previous was terrible. But that's how you get the game to be better. Oh, another surprise attack. You can't stop me. Increasing limit and selling 5 back to the players, not as good. Adding more weapon skill items. Yes, they have added some, and they're like in weird places. I think I did like a BWL, and there's like a two-handed axe that had like two-hand axe skill on it that I had just never seen before. Like I'd seen the axe, I just didn't know it now gave weapon skill, and I'm like, oh, that's really good. Still sort of praying for a removal of glancing blows. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot at stake if you do that. And the consequences of which will be widely felt because they have to design raiding counters. And one of the only things stopping melee from just running away with every notion of damage is glancing blows. So in a way, you actually rely on them in a sick way. The new weapon skill items they've added are great, but it feels like it would have solved the weapon skill issue entirely prior to the limit. Well, what they wanted to do, right, because it was a multi-pronged thing. So the formula is really unintuitive. It's not linear like it is now. Before it was like you have to hit these breakpoints. Like 308 was important. Like 308 mattered more than 309 or 307. Just like super awkward. And then you also have the inequity of certain races just being like, because of how weapon skill worked, certain races were too monolithic for warriors and rogues. It was like, if you're Alliance, you play blah, blah, blah. If you're Horde, you play blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying people could play out of that, but the reality of it was that those players, whether they were sweaties or not, would be penalized for not picking the correct race. And I think nerfing the racials was part of that. And then to make up for it, you make more items spread throughout. Again, it's not perfect, but I think it's an improvement. Because now gnome warriors can exist, and I love gnome warriors. I don't even like gnomes. I just like gnome warriors. Yeah, Haxer, I pretty much said the same thing to people. I mean, it's a fair complaint, but, people understandably don't want to have to wait to get something that they need for raid now. Which, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I don't like how it was implemented, because a lot of people needed it right away, and there was no way to prepare for it. So then it just makes a bottleneck. It was unintuitive, but it was well researched. Now it went from 308 to 315. You subtract 5 for the book, and now the cap is 310. Right, but so yeah, like you understand the difference between linear and whatever that scale was before. I think if it's more in line with what spell hit is, I think it's more intuitive, because then you like have a number in your head to get closer to, and you know that the further away you are from that number, like in a procedural sense, you will do less damage for glancing blows or what have you. Also, the 1% hit suppression was super weird. I don't know if that was actually fixed. I know they said they would fix it, but... Oh, what did I do? Oh, I kicked for no reason. Oh, I let you get the hit. You guys wonder why I only do fishing when I normally chat with you guys. It's because I want to be involved in the conversation. What I think is weird, and I don't think hunters ever want to hear me say this, but it should be for all physical damage. So it's a little bit more intuitive. And hunters have to play the game too. And hunters can equip more weapons than rogues. More weapons than paladins and shamans. I think almost as much, almost as much as warriors. So they have actually, they have plenty of opportunity to get other weapon skills, right? Exactly, Cass. Like, I never understood. I'm like, why can't it glance? In fact, when I think about glancing blows, I usually, like in a general sense, it's like, oh, they were glanced by like that rifle shot. I'm like, oh, okay. It would make sense to me. I would immediately know what you're saying. I need one more Stormer and then a bunch of Outrunners. I see you want war with hunters. I started on this server with a rogue. The war never stopped for me. Also, I was a rogue tank, like an actual rogue tank. I had to pry their grubby fingers off of my agility gear that I needed for tanking. The feral tanks, I'm cool with them. The ferals, I'm cool with them. The hunters, I think it's because they could legitimately want some of my swords. That was the problem. Hunters are fine. I don't really have beef with hunters. Okay, now just Outrunners. Also, because I'm bad at PvP, how do you think I feel about hunters in PvP? I'm just like, I'm like drooling out of the right side of my mouth and I'm going, ugh, they far away. I cannot attack. I run away. That's what I do. I see a hunter, I'm like, I don't know, man. They're just gonna outrange me. There's like traps and stuff. I'm just gonna go the other direction. I'm gonna make them find me. Haxer, I fully agree with that statement. I would have loved to see hunters be focus based. If you don't know, the ancient tablets of WoW development, they wanted hunters to use a different resource called focus that gained power when you were standing still. And that's how focus was supposed to work. I wonder, is it still in the code? Like, focus is in the code, because I know there's hunter pets that have focus. I don't know how it works for them, but... Also, I don't need to kill the scouts. Yeah, Dream, I understand what you're saying, don't worry. But do pets gain it by standing still, or does it just functionally act just like energy, and the original devs didn't have time to change it? Okay. I honestly didn't know. You know how I learned that focus was still in the game? Because I remember, like, if you asked me like a trivia question, I might have been able to come up with it, but it completely was like in a blind side of my mind. When I was on the PTR and I did one of those commands to teach myself everything, I learned something that said like I can't do it because I didn't have enough focus. And I'm like, wait, focus is still in the code? I was like, what is going on? Yeah, Cass, I agree. I think there's sort of in the aggregate, there's been a bit of a power creep. And I definitely think people want other challenges with the raid content. And not there's anything wrong with it, but sort of like the artificial difficulty of just more HP and armor. Like other mechanics and stuff. We'll see though. Because the things that the team wants to keep, whether you agree with them or not, they generally have reasons for it. Trying to at tier 2.5 5-man dungeons that are more story driven, that bridge the gap between content and stories. Caden, now we're thinking on our feet. Now we're thinking on our feet. Yeah, I like that. What I don't like is the lack of outrunners. I just need one. Guys, where's the outrunners? Where are they? What is going on here? Do I have to kill these guys? Get them? Hold on. I think stuff like Hagen mana burning melee is interesting, but it really makes... Oh, yeah. Hagen is not fun if there are certain specs. Certain specs just do not like that fight, and for good reason. Has my rep actually moved much? You know, guys, maybe I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna turn in these quests and just call it. I can't do this forever. I've been killing these centaurs canonically for like 6 months. This is what I've been doing with Vrograg. Where are the outrunners? Wind Chaser. There's the outrunner. Don't give up. Trust me, it's not that. It's not that it's not. It's just I just want the change of scenery, you know? Yeah, I think Dream. I agree with what you're saying. I think the team's been good in the past about generating a good amount of horizontal, as I've referred to it, content, and expanding from there. And what upwards content they have has been slow to come, which is good. I like that. I do have an idea. Sorry, hello, Sebastian. I do have an idea when the launcher will be released. When they have the next patch they drop, which won't be like waiting for the last patch we did. It should be here soon, because it's going to be a bug fix patch. So it should be out soon, and the launcher should come with it. In fact, I think the SEA realms have it. I'm not positive. I think they do. So it's already like out in the wilderness a little bit. We have different clients, so it's apples to oranges in some ways. Yeah, I think Dream. I do want to bring up the fact that the new dungeon content, everybody I've heard talk about it said they loved the new dungeon revamps. I haven't heard anyone say that it was seamless, but most people that I've been talking to haven't talked a lot about them. They're like, oh yeah, I like them. But you're the first person to say incredibly seamless and feel like they could have been part of the original game. You know, after this is done, I'm going to find out who did the development on those, and I'm going to make them stare at this comment so they can feel a tiny spark of happiness. I haven't, Haxer. I was thinking about maybe doing that for this weekend stream, is just going having a romp and checking out one or two of them for my post-fishing explorations. Will the launcher support legacy operating systems like Windows 7 and such? That's a good question, Nino. I wonder if there was someone who was like hearing this that could answer that question. and had like a little red guy as his icon. Because I don't know the answer. I'm pretty sure Linux is supported. Some version of Linux. I don't know how Linux works entirely. I know it's an operating system. I would say, you know what? Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, I think it would. Hacker says, I think 7 is still supported. I mean, hey, I appreciate screwing over large corporations like the next guy. So if you're not going to pay Microsoft, good on you. Okay, run around with Windows 7 with all your gigantic security flaws. But you did stick it to them. I'm with you on that one. Oh, guys, it's Rexar! I gotta turn in my quest, but I should walk with Rexar for a little bit. It's okay, Rexar. I'll take care of the Dread Swoop. He's the champion of the Horde, so it's kind of a big deal for Horde players to see Rexar. If you're Alliance, you don't get it. Because he's a champion. Look at his big bear, Misha. By the way, this if you've watched my Hunter video I did for the team, I tried to remake this as much as possible without like just doing a copy paste. That's why I actually had to scale up size and stuff. It was kind of funny. Hacker says both Windows 11 and 10 were free for a bit. I know they were. Caden, I'm sorry. I didn't know of your exploits. Rexar's a long-time champion. I think you're a more recent champion. Really, Rob Kangreen? Thanks. I'm glad you said that. It was I get obsessive about the dumbest things, and when I'm literally just trying to play Dolly dress up and just make a video about class change stuff, right? That's all I'm trying to do. And instead I'm looking through like dozens of items and I'm like, what kind of hat would Rexar wear? Like, that's where my mind goes. I could have like finished the video, but nope, I'm like, no, the outfit doesn't look right. Nah, it's not quite right. I need to keep focusing on this. No, I feel you on that. You should make the move to Linux. I know Linux is can be played for Turtle WoW. I just know people that use Linux and play Turtle WoW. And I'm pretty sure Linux can work through the launcher. I only say that because I think I read that somewhere. But I don't remember where I read that, but I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Haxer. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad all the little things I did. Sometimes, I mean, Haxer was more exposed to how much I was losing my mind when I was doing those 8 videos. So he's probably trying to be nice to know. Like, I'm like, guys, it's been hour 45. I'm still working on the videos. Sometimes when I'm driving my car, I think I'm on an editing timeline. I don't think this is real anymore. Oh, okay. Haxer does say Linux will get an app image download for the launcher. Okay, there you go. Freddie? I think you've been in chat before. Hello. That's good to hear. Rauk Hangren, I'm so happy that you understood what I was going for with that little skit. In fact, you know what I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I'm perfectly fine to show the videos. Yeah, because all the videos are my content, technically. Fun story. The other day when I was like looking at something on my YouTube channel, because the way I'll make a video and then I'll say like, hey, does this look good? I just use unlisted links for videos to show off to the team when I'm like making something for them. So all of those videos that were for the class changes, they're all technically, they were on my channel first. They were just unlisted. And so I think it was like 2 days ago, I got a message from like YouTube. They're like, I don't know if you're aware of this, but someone has stolen 100% of your content. Are you aware of this? Did you know? And I'm like, what are they talking about? And then it's all the class change videos. I'm like, oh yeah, like, yep, I'm aware. I got a good kick out of that. Let me see here. Do I actually have? Does it actually play audio? I actually don't know if it does or not. Also, where am I at with rep? I know if I keep looking, it's not going to get better. That whole quest is only 300. Wait, is it? I feel like that number didn't go up very quickly. Here's why I wanted to do the stuff. I'm talking about in past tense because of how annoyed I am. Okay, but look at this. This quartermaster, I think, has this one right here. Had some stuff I wanted. This is a main hand mace. It's pretty good, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would have. Wait a second. That's new. These didn't have levels on them, I think, before. Now they do. I was trying to get to revered to get to the revered stuff, but all the revered stuff requires level 48. That's 10 levels. I don't need to be working on this now at all. Dang it. But here's the thing, Haxer. I can't even use them. So there's no need to grind these centaurs. I could go do something else. But if you work on it now, you'll get the XP for grinding. If you work on it later, the mobs will be great. Cass, I'll give you that. I will give you that. That is true. I should probably pick up any quests I could do here. All right, I'll give it another go round. Does this guy have another? I'd say these guys, right? And those guys. Yep. Got it. That's my normal rotations, what I normally do. I only did half this time, but... Alright. I'm gonna BRB 1 second. I hear the cat. Taxer, that hat isn't goofy. What are you talking about? That's a classic. That's a classic. You don't fix perfection. It is kind of goofy. All right. Another thing I need to do too. I'm gonna put an herb finding because I didn't have that on before, and I'm going to pick some of these. Visit the haberdasher. I don't know why that word will always sound funny to me. Hello, Jose Pelez. I'm sorry, I butchered it. I don't know if you saw my news video, but one thing that I'm interested about is that the launcher had settings for 4 languages. It was English, which had an American flag, which all my UK bros, sorry. And had Chinese for the SEA servers, had Russian, I assume because there's just Russian devs and Russian community people. But they had Portuguese. What do y'all think about that? I mean, it seems like maybe something might be going on with that. I mean, Brazil, and it used the Brazilian flag, by the way. So my guess is that something's up. They might do something with South America. I don't know. Oh, so we're just gonna add whatever? Interesting. Lots of Brazilian folks if you play early on EU time. Well, I mean, I have the same time zone as Brazil because I'm in East Coast US. So where's all my Brazil homies at? I think also some amount of these centaurs have like something broken with the, yeah, look at this. Net and net. This one actually is legitimately kind of broken. I shouldn't get netted that many times. Look, and I got netted and then disarmed. That's right, I avoid the Wranglers because it's like impossible to kill them because they net you twice and then they disarm you. So we just avoid them. Do you see what I mean? Just don't. If you ever have to do this, just ignore them if you're a weapon-based character. Just me getting my unarmed weapon skill up. Okay, avoid Wranglers. Add French for my baguette homies. Hey! I want to like French anything. I've just had bad samplers, I think. So, I actually like the language. I see it like, look, they're all Wranglers. They're left here because no one wants to kill them because they're bad. Because they're broken. Because they net you twice and then they disarm you. And then you have 2 seconds of having a weapon and then they disarm you again. I hate the Wranglers. Scouts I can handle no problem. Also, they are at my level. So maybe there is some wisdom and what you guys were saying before about just doing the grind and getting it over with. These guys I might actually want to put poisons on for again. Also, I think the scout dodges a good amount, so I get some free surprise attack combo points, which is nice. Ooh. Yeah, there's the bracers. There they are. Now they're coming in. Exactly, Raukangren. Like, you're not supposed to, like, if you're a mob in PvE, unless you're like some like super high-end mob meant for like raid encounters, and like there's like a gimmick with disarm, you shouldn't leave a 2-second window of being armed for the weapon classes, because they can't do anything. Like, I have a main hand, it's a fist, it's okay, I guess, but I can't use any of my abilities. I just stand there auto attacking, waiting for it to be over. Okay, I'll actually put up slice and dice this time. Okay, and let's put up the old Ghostly Strike. There it is. Now he can't touch me. Well, he can, but it's harder. Yeah, I'm gonna put on a slowing poison, I think. I do not like how these guys run. Do I have one? I have mind numbing, wound, crippling. There it is. And I'll go. Oh, I have some instant left over. Might as well use instant. Hot take: fist weapon should get disarm immunity baseline. I'm not even against that. I just don't think there's enough fist weapons for it to ever matter. I mean, hopefully there's more. I would like some more fist weapons as a shaman that can use them. Okay, we'll kick that. And I have to be ready in case there's a heal. Yep, see, there it is. And a kick on the lightning bolt, and we're good. And you can't run far. Hehe. Alright, that one was clean. You can I know, Haxer, we're in agreement that you can get disarmed while you're using a fist. It just feels like maybe I'm reading too much into this, but an advantage, a potential advantage of a fist weapon is maybe you can't get disarmed, or hear me out, you have like I fought a Wrangler. What am I doing? Watch how long it is I'm not disarmed for. Ready? 1 1000, 2 1000, 3. What am I supposed to do? Just hang out. If I can get it, sometimes I can riposte him to disarm him so he can't disarm me. See, that worked right there. And see, now he doesn't have my poison because I can't hit him with my weapon. Get back over here. Don't you dare disarm me again. I hate this guy so much. I guess I'll report him. Yeah, you know what? Raukangren, I'll report him. In fact, you know what? Let me do a little public service announcement thing, right here, right now. It won't take longer than a second. Turtle, wow. Bug tracker. Why you look so janky? Okay, I think I need to make that window smaller. I do. Okay, hold on. Whoop, we're gonna go like to there. is if you're logged into the bug tracker, I'm pretty sure it will show your account. Yes, I didn't show it. Let's go. All right. Wait a minute. Will it though when I go to make a... I think it might when I go to... Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Well, first I'm going to do what we can do this together, right? We'll search for more... What are they called? Moradine. Was it Wranglers? Yeah, it was Wranglers. All right, let's just look for Moradine. Okay. This is the first important step when you do a bug report. You search to make sure it doesn't exist yet. I'm not seeing anything with Moradine. I'll just check Centaurs just in case. Magrum Centaur. So this is about reputation. These are also a lot older. Okay, these have nothing to do. Maybe I can check disarm, just in case. Disarm. This is what everyone should do before you make a bug report. Disarm by stun mob. That's not happening to me. Well, would you look at that? All right, I'm gonna go into this, make sure it doesn't show my account. See, they also spelled it wrong, by the way, just like I did. Okay, I don't see my name anywhere, so I think we should be good. Okay, see? What did Overmage say back on July 22nd, 2024? Moradine Wranglers have broken disarm. NPC cast disarm every 10 seconds. Debuff or of disarm affect players for 10 seconds. So melee players like warriors, all time without main hand weapon. How to reproduce? Well, I just reproduced it myself. I can link the stream. Oh, I have to put a time. Anyway, I'm just gonna say this is still an issue. I experienced it on Telebim. It makes grinding centaurs in Desolus very tough for melee characters. See, I've added my own spice to the jambalaya here. There it is. Vrograg. The other one, it will actually show my account name, not like Vrograg. I think I set it at some point to say Vrograg now, so I don't remember how I did that, but I did that. And that's how you help out the team. See, I was just about to start a new report, but I'm like, you know what? Let's look for disarm. And sure enough, here it is. And you can also do this. I don't know if this does anything, but it's fun to do. A vote to fix it. Because I know I'm going to be grinding these little turds again. And there you go. That's not the best reasoning you provided, to be honest. But that is literally what happened, though. Like, you have a tiny window of time where you're not disarmed. Oh, hey, B101. Hey, hello, B101's kiddo. Wait. Who's B101? Oh, is that my number? I think that's my number one fan. Is that my number one fan? Hello. All right. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm just getting bracers, right? Well, you heard it here first, folks. The reports are sorted by votes. So if you experience this, definitely vote for it. The thing is that it's a pretty narrow segment, right? Because you have to be someone grinding the centaurs, right? And you have to be at level, because many people come back and do this when they're max level. I'm not doing that. And you also have to be a melee character to really experience this. So it's going to be a small portion of the population, but at least I can confirm it's happening on Telebim as well. Frograg Rage is how you pronounce my last name. Rage. Peleas? Peleas. Got it. Nailed it. First time. Never made a mistake. Yes, however, you should be appearing to cooldown actually existing in classic WoW. Oh, right. I have... Ooh, that's a good point. Rauk Hangren brings up a good point. Because we should have another reference point. And I will actually stop to check this out. So, if you have a report on something that did exist in vanilla, which like 90-ish% of stuff I think I heard someone say that exists, that's on here, was in vanilla. So if I do classic WoW head, oh wait, is this is gonna put me back on Season of Discovery? I don't know if it changed with season. It shouldn't have, right? But is there a good resource for vanilla documentation? I think there's vanilla database. Vanilla WoW DB. I don't know how reliable it is, but oh, sorry, I'm realizing you guys can't see this either. Sorry. So, Maradine Wrangler. Oh, I just didn't spell it wrong. It's Mara Udine. I spelled it wrong twice. Mara Udine Wrangler. Okay. What can we see from this? Abilities. Okay, so this doesn't tell us the cooldown. It just says it's instant. If I click on this, will it tell me more? Duration. No, it doesn't tell me if there's a cooldown at all. Huh. But if I was good at like extracting the answer, you could use this as a reference? I don't know. Freddy, don't judge me. I'm doing my best. Creatures aren't using spell cooldowns. They can have timers in their AI for half. So, I mean, he also used net. So actually, the first comment was actually pretty much on the mark, right? Because they said, oh, can I edit this? Is it too late? Hold on, wait. I gotta be careful with my account name again. Hold on. Edit comment. I can edit it. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it right now. Edit. Wait. Oh, it won't let me edit. Furthermore, to be clear, the ability to both net and disarm are working correctly, but the mobs are using them with seemingly no cooldown or incorrect cooldowns. See, now it's more clear. Seemingly. Seemingly is a word. Okay, there it is. I have a BA in English. And then, oh, wait a minute. Then we could do this, right? Boom. For reference, boom. We give them classic database reference. Now they know I'm not like making stuff up. But the thing is that I don't know what how often they're supposed to use them. That part's hard. And this guy from 2006 is just incorrect. They're always accompanied by a hyena. No, they're not. I could at least, I don't know, would that even matter? It wouldn't really matter. Once they have the link, they know what abilities I'm talking about. I don't see anything other relevant that I could put in there. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. That's 2 and 8 minutes. It's not a big deal. They're not gonna get mad, right? The team's plenty aware of I'm going to keep saying stuff. Okay, you are not a wrangler. Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, they should have some kind of a delay. We'll kick this one. Okay, do I have a couple points? Let me pool. Yep, there's the healing wave. Let you get close. Boom, boom. Also, I'm really excited that you can change targets with you can change targets with rogues now. And you'll at least keep your combo points if you have to target switch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, wait, that's not you. Well, little help. Okay, we bit off a lot. We bit off a lot here. I got a big angry stompy boy helping me. Thank you. I hope I'm not screwing up your. Oh, nice mom. Oh, look at this. This is Telebim too, so not too many people have mom yet. Might have Menethil. Hey, John. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Do you know when title? I don't. No one listens to Orc News, man. Careful of the Wranglers, they will disarm. equivalent of the spell used by Anvil Rage Guardsman in BR, but it seems to be a different spell ID. It's one at level 8, and the BRD mob is level 18 apparently. Oh, so this is happening to other disarm things, just being like, nah, I'm good with a cooldown. I'm just gonna go whenever. It's like I've tried to understand the inner logic of how the game works to a certain extent, and it is bewildering how confusing it can be at times. Do you think so, Haxer? It's possible. He's from Error, which is one of the... I think they're like a continuation of one of the earliest guilds on the server. No way, really? There it is. There's the title. Conqueror of Naxxramas. We saw it live, everyone. We saw someone get their title. What about shirt? Yeah, see, so like I was saying, Fimpin here was probably in the guild that did the MC first clear. I think they disbanded after they did the server first MC clear. But then that same group stayed together. They just changed their name, I think. I can't remember the name of the first guild, but... Can you post a link? I don't know, can you, Rokangren? Can you? Will a bot get upset at you? I don't know, the spammers seem to be able to post stuff. No shirt yet? Okay. Well, it might be in the mail, but I'm still really happy for you guys. I had 2 people asking in chat beforehand too about the title and the shirt. So for anyone just catching up with that, if you are one of the groups to be the first, at least in Telebim in your faction, to take down KT, you get a t-shirt and a title. The t-shirt has 1 frost resistance and a little thing that says like the day that you took down KT. It's really cool. One of my guild leader on Nordernar actually has that from the Nordernar version of that happening. So stealth, yeah. You have to turn off your settings in Milks that keeps you default notification. That's why you're seeing double notifications. What do you mean double notifications? I'll see what you mean in a second, Drew. Hold on, wait, where is this? Die. Okay. All right, let me try to stealth. Oh, right. So there's a reason I don't. So I would rather change the one that's in default, but every time I turned it off, it turns itself back on again. I dealt with this like a year ago. I just stopped trying. I'm not kidding. It happened to me and I just stopped. I couldn't, I would also have to turn, because you'll notice like my damage text, you see like I don't have any default damage text. I had to put an invisible text in. It still appears, it's just invisible now. That was like my workaround. I like mix though. I don't want to remove the mix when doing it. It's a mix scrolling battle text. Notifications. We want. I think stealth is a buff. Yeah. I can at least turn off leave combat and enter combat. I'm usually pretty sure when that happens. Buffs, item buffs. Show game damage in general. Sets whether or not to display the game's damage above. Oh! Ah, that, thank you. That will fix it, I believe. All right, let's see. Hold on. Now go and advance it and turn that damage off, and now it won't show. Let's see. So it's advanced settings. The heck is advanced settings? Next, scrolling battle text. It's not this one. Isn't there like another add-on for this too? Milk scrolling, battle text. I have it on. Interface. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Okay, I thought that's what you meant at first. Interface, advanced. Enable float. Yes, that one. Okay, you see how I just ticked it off, right? So if I go in right now, I wonder if it still does the same thing. So see, it's off. I'm just doing a reload, just a simple reload, right? And what used to happen is it would turn itself back on. And it doesn't do it anymore. Anyway, that's why I never bothered to turn it off. All right, we only got one notification. Let's go, baby. No, stop that. You get disarmed. You get ghost struck. You get kicked again. Oh, I missed it. I should probably like do something with the this weapon swing timer. It's so stupid. I don't. I mean, I pretend to care about it, but I don't. Thank you, by the way, for the help, Drew. Which is really more of a help to you, because I know it was bothering you more than it was bothering me. But when you pointed it out, it was bothering me. So you kind of endowed me with that curse. There's some kind of herb here? What kind of herb is that? Bruiseweed. Oh, there it is, yeah. Ghost Strike being standard stood out to me so much. I was tanking Oro and Twin Emps for like 20 seconds at a time, even up. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty cool. You could do it a lot more if you put a threat poison on. But don't tell your raid leader. I won't tell him if you don't. Your secret's safe with me. Okay, we got the slice and dice up. We got the disarm. And now he can't even hurt me. I'm not scared. Mordine Wranglers do not even have disarm for some reason in Classic. Did you just test it, Rakangren? Because the vanilla database said they did. Are you on Season of Discovery and you're checking? Show me your sources. I don't believe you. Link is, oh, I see. Thank you. That's me not fully looking at chat. I probably would have saw it if I was still playing through OBS. I was having too many small annoying problems to want to keep doing that. All right, let me check this. No way. Hold on, this is even better. Well, we do have conflicting information though, right? Because we have one source saying, hey, this was happening. Why did this show up like this? It popped out as something for, copy that address. So vanilla data, I don't want that either. What is going on? I just want that link. Copy current address. Fine, I'll do it this way. You can't stop me forever. Copy link address. Okay, now I can show everyone what I was giggling about. So this is what Wowhead says about the Moradine Wrangler. According to them, they only have net. And in 2024, we have melee classes beware. These things can disarm you and throw a net on you basically anytime with seemingly no... What is happening? With no cooldown? If you are not very careful, they will do this just before their health gets down low enough. Okay, wait a second. We have a lot of conflicting information here. Who do we believe now? We have Zombagorg, who's saying they can disarm you. And this is in 2020. 2020, they're saying that. So now we have, in Classic, they could disarm, right? According to Vanilla Database, they can disarm. However, according to Zombagorg, they seem to think they're doing it with no cooldown. Interesting. What if this is actually how it's supposed to work? I don't know. Because I don't remember grinding these guys. In 2004, so Drew, I know that they disarm. You know what, Drew? I mean, did you see the problem? Because they disarm and then they disarm immediately right after. It's not the net. Like, I could deal with a little difficulty. That's fine. Let me show you. Let me show you the problem. If you're melee, now I can't. I bet you I can't find one. Wranglers. Wind Chaser. Oh, I gotta sneak to one. There, okay. You're gonna watch the most cursed version of a fight. I can't believe I'm actively wanting to go fight one of these guys, but it's for science. Okay, and here we go. We got a stun off. I have to do this to get as much damage as possible. Okay, and here's a disarm. Now I have 10 seconds of disarm, right? Now watch what happens right after I get disarmed. Or rearmed. I get disarmed again. Like, that is a 2-second window at best. Now, was that the original design? I really hope not. But at least I get to throw my throwing stars. Heh, take that. He disarmed me before he died. Alright, I'm never fighting them again. Never again. I will avoid it like the plague. Fist arm, any weapon can be disarmed unless you have a weapon chain or it specifically says it cannot be disarmed. Or, sorry, you have armor that says you cannot be disarmed. Those are only 2 ways you can avoid it. I only know this because rogues have tier 2 gloves that say they can't be disarmed, so I'm assuming warriors probably have that somewhere. It seems like a bigger deal for them. I'm not saying it's not a big deal for rogues. It is, but it happens to us a lot less in dungeon content. And we don't generally tank very often, so. Blizzard working as intended. Turtle WoW. Yeah, seems broken. We'll fix that. Boom. Well, well, here's the thing. We don't know. We don't know what really happened. I'm probably the only person who's like talked about this in like 6 years, except for that one other guy who was in the bug tracker. He and I, we're like each other, you know. There is Riposte. There is Ghostly Strike. We'll do a little surprise attack. Let you run. Oh, I'm out of poison. I only need one more bracer and then I'm free. You know, I'm not even gonna poison because I'm gonna spend the rest of my time running away, so. Drew, I thought you played a Shadow Priest back then. You would have never experienced that as a Shadow Priest. For a second, I thought I just attacked a Wrangler and I was panicking. I'm not panicking anymore. I know this isn't a Wrangler. It does take a little getting used to, the whole surprise attack being a queued attack. That is something that I am starting to wrap my head around. It's okay, it's not bad, but I'm not used to it yet. Okay, got my 10 bracers. What do we got here? We got Bruiseweed, 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 and Bruiseweed. Okay, I'm good. I think I have plenty of Bruiseweed, guys. Murug just came home. Guys, I'm gonna mute myself. She hasn't decided to divorce me yet. It's awesome. No, yeah, Spigot exactly. Like, I think one version. I don't know. I mean, I've done so much stuff. Like sometimes things start mixing into each other, but I could have sworn that it wasn't in one of the talent trees I saw, and I'm like, oh, they just must have got rid of that ability. And that's genuinely what I thought happened. So I forgot all about it. Until like I was in the final tree. I'm like, oh yeah, they do have that. Do you think offhand weapon queuing works for us? I heard they fixed that on Warriors, but I ain't gonna do the testing. You know what I mean? But I'm curious. Someone probably did the testing. I keep forgetting I have Blade Flurry on a 1 minute cooldown. I have to use this more often. I'm so used to like just saving it in case I pull 2 mobs. No. Oh, yes, no, run away. I'll kill you with the Chinese star. Hiya. That's so... I don't know why, but it's so pleasing to kill someone with a thrown weapon. So if you think about it, they had scouts as elite mobs here before. Now they are regular mobs. Wait, were they elite before? I actually don't remember. Vrograg, when will you sell Vrograg merchandise? It's not on my radar. I'm so casual with it. I don't know. Maybe I should. What kind of merch would anyone want from a hobbyist doing this? My micro internet niche celebrity. Like, I don't know, man. Like, would it have to be like a super insidey joke or just like some kind of T-shirt? I don't know, man. Riddle merch would go very hard. I would probably have to pay him more than $1 for his doodle, though, to be fair. You should poke at those making guys about giving us more thrown weapons and adding those into blacksmith. Yeah, that's a good call. Blacksmithing should make some thrown weapons. That'd be pretty cool. Nope, not Friday and Wrangler. Orc with sunglasses fishing in a lake. No text. Yep. Yeah, no. I would definitely have to cut Riddle in on that. By the way, I'm completely fine with that. I've just like I just like his artwork a lot. His little doodles kind of capture a sort of whimsy that I appreciate. So it was like perfect. When I saw his doodles at first, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Spear throwing weapons would be killer. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of cool throwing weapons they could do. Get a cup with a cute... Well, I mean, hold on. Hold on. Any chance I get to show it off? Give me a second. It's over here. Don't worry about the amount of empty monster cans I have. I do have this, but you need to be super elite to get it. That's the only merchandise I have from anything related to Turtle WoW. I would encourage the team to do more, but I don't know if it has like legal ramifications or not, so. Does putting monster in a mug make it more dignified? I don't think it does. Are mortal? Nope. No. These enemies. Collapse of the Moradi. Yes. All right. How's my rep looking now? I feel like it hasn't moved, guys. Are you sure it's working? I don't remember the last number. I actually shared the same thing with Haxer with Riddle. I'm like, oh, cool, Carbot's here. like literally, I'm like, no, I didn't think that. I think this person has a style very similar to Carbot. If you haven't seen Carbot stuff, by the way, go check him out. He makes like little animations around a lot of Blizzard properties, actually, coincidentally. So, yeah. But we have a better Carbot. We have Riddle. Riddle plays in my guild, so I guess Blackwing Guard does do something right. I'm sorry, like this has moved so little, and I've been killing so much. It's sneakier and therefore less shameful. Good point, Dream. Good point. I never thought of it that way. It is the rogue way to be sneaky. So I don't know why, but like now I'm thinking about drinking more, so I'm drinking more. I'll tell you what. I'll sell some of this junk. I got some junk here. Thank you, Rail Kangren, for that. Correction, you spent a lot of time killing them. Yep. Oh, this is the neck I took off. That's right. I mean, killing them did net me that neck, which is pretty cool. Have you ever seen the Zinrath video? No. I normally don't don't really do. I mean, listen, maybe I could like start doing like reaction content, but I can't do it on YouTube. I can tell you that much. I could put videos of it up on YouTube afterwards, but if I do it of pre-existing YouTube stuff, the copyright snipers will like drop down from the towers and shoot me for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just what they do. However, there are 8 videos. Oh wait, that's the wrong. Let me pull this up. YouTube. Yep, that one. And then I go to Turtle WoW. And I go to the Turtle WoW channel. Let me see. Do these actually... I have to pause the music so I can check this. Alright, there's music. Okay, let's just see. I know I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. No. Did you guys hear any audio? Do you hear anything? Okay. Let me... Audio sources. Brave audio. And we're going to connect you to... Okay, let's see about this now. Okay, I know you heard it that time. Okay. So, over here, here are the nine class change highlight videos. You guys can only see if... Man, I really did crop it hard at the top, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, go only this high. There it is. I don't really care. It's on my Vrograg Fish Slayer YouTube account. Which one would you guys like director commentary on? Yeah, well, Murrog's doing stuff back there. She's allowed to make noise in the kitchen. If she's making food that I might eat, she can make as much noise as she wants. Okay, I see Dream Krungle saying Warlock. Start with Rogue. Do the Druid, then Warlock. Well, what? I mean, all right. I will, Priest for Murrog. I mean, hold on, wait. Each one is like 10 minutes. I don't think we can watch all of them. Okay, hold on. I think Priest for Murrog is a good point. I'm trying to think of which ones. I'm going to do... All right, here's what I'll do. I'm going to do... I'll do a poll. Wait, no. There's too many choices. YouTube can't handle more than 4 choices. it just they don't have the processing power to do like more than 4 choices. Twitch can handle like many choices and is completely fine with that. So I will pick my favorite one, which will then because there's one I didn't do. Right? Druid is one I did not do. So that one's off the table. I can't do Druid. Because I don't have director commentary on it. I didn't actually produce anything for it. Flip a coin. Alright, so I've seen people want Warlock, Rogue, and Priest so far. There must be like a dice roller. Yeah, let's find a dice roller. That'll be easy. Dice roller. Number of dice. I only want 1 dice. Oh, wait. Sides on dice. 3. Number of dice. 1. Will this work? Okay. This will work. Whoop. Sorry about the flashbang. Yeah, it's bright for me too. Okay. So, option 1 is rogue. Option 2 is warlock. Option 3 is priest. And I just hit stop and it just hits a number, I guess. Rogue, warlock, priest. Okay, it's warlock. So, that's the one that you guys chose. I'm gonna pick one that I like the most, but we're gonna watch the warlock one first. I'll see if is that an okay size. There's no sound.
117.2.
I immediately heard an echo. Why be there an echo? Hold on. Do you guys hear echo too when I do this?
The Tower of Karazhan for a full change log. And
I was hearing an echo. No echo for you guys. Turn on audio. I'm just checking my audio settings here. I will check my audio settings. What about... so I have monitor and output. Yeah, that's working for some reason. I don't know why, but it's giving me both. I'm going to play it. If you guys have any audio issues, let me know. It's not that bad of an echo for me, but I just want to make sure that like there could be like some weird audio artifacting that I don't want. I don't want that for you guys. I don't want that for you. Okay.
And to explore the mysteries of Azeroth for yourself, head over to turtle-wow.org. Much of what was done with warlocks was put in place to try and put more personality and unique characteristics.
That is the Waste Wander area. And
into each specialization, and make it so every warlock...
This armor set, I believe, is the Affliction Tier 1 set, I believe. I really liked the look of it, so I used it, and I made a troll, and it was really cool.
Isn't just a Shadow Bolt machine gun. We're excited to see the new playstyles come out with this update. Soul bags will now have a chance to make you not consume a reagent. This chance is higher depending upon the capacity of the soul bag. Warlock stones no longer have ranks. Firestone and Spell stones have had their functionalities reworked, and 2 new stones have...
Hey, does anyone play Warlock? You notice something weird about this? Do you notice how those aren't the icons? I literally just didn't think about it. And I thought there wasn't icons for it, so I just picked a couple things. That's on me. That's a mistake. You guys get a little behind the scenes access to know what happened. That's a good point, Haxer. I should have done that. That is a very good point. I could have made it a saint. What the? Hello. Okay. Fixed again. So here's the thing. I think I asked, but like it was like right when I was doing it, and no one answered immediately, and I said, nah, oh well. And the thing was that in my brain, I thought it was a spell that had yet to be added to the PTR, so I just picked something. And I didn't want to look for it, because it was going to take me like an hour to get the answer. And you know how tight my time budget was. So that's why those are those icons.
Now for the affliction changes in 117.2. Drain Soul now has a shorter duration.
You can see in the background, I'm just throwing dots on things and just killing them. It was very fun to do.
Spell for affliction in addition to your damage over time effects. Malediction, a new talent, allows you to apply Curse of Agony alongside any of the
This
other
new particle
curses
effect
the Warlock
was like one of the new
has,
affliction
allowing you
abilities.
to perform
It was hard to show off, though.
without sacrificing important utility or damage. Rapid Deterioration reduces the time between ticks and the total duration of your damage over time.
Also, Tenaris, at this time of day, it was like nighttime. Looks really cool.
This specialization
I don't get out there often at that time, but it looks really cool.
to support this. Dark Harvest has replaced Dark Pact as the
This ability was that one that I was shooting out that was kind of like a pink beam or something. It was all right, but I know like next to nothing about Warlock, so I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this good? I kept having to bother Murad because she knows Warlocks.
A new channeled ability that further reduces the time between ticks on the target it's channeled on, while also dealing.
Jose, I am, but why would that cause an echo? Because I'm not listening to myself on either of them. So I don't think that's making an issue. They're all muted except for this one.
Here are the changes to the Demonology specialization.
This one's the one I had the most fun with, making for Warlock.
And nerfed accordingly since.
Also, look at this version of the tier 2 for Warlock. It's so cool looking. I love this look. I like the recolor on it.
Sacrificing your demon being so deep in the tree felt like it went against the core identity of Demonology Warlocks. Your demons will scale with your gear from a few new and changed talents.
Most people know where this is. This is in Burning Steppe. There's this cool, like, big Warlock summoning area right outside Blackrock Mountain. That's what I used.
Talents got a big buff that allow you to better take care of your demons yourself.
Okay. This was the reason this was my favorite segment to make. If you look at the Voidwalker, he keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Overwhelming is a new ability.
Just watch. I was like doing commands in the background to make him bigger.
Ones, but at the cost of their health.
Together
with the
now you see it.
Domination, players can more easily rotate their demons based on what they currently need.
I was so petrified. I thought people were going to get upset and be like, why isn't my pet doing that? But no one did, or no one complained to me, so.
For the destruction specialization, Searing Pain no longer generates.
This was my ode to little Karen. I needed to make at least one gnome warlock out of respect.
Soulfire has had its cooldown reduced.
This is the
scaling coefficient increase. Now has a new talent that increases
Trog Camp in
and
Lochmadan.
Soul shard cost when it hits an enemy. Conflagrate can now be cast without immolate active.
Also, there might still technically be a dummy out there that I forgot to clean up. It's still like it's on the live server. I think it might be gone now, but
improved Shadow Bolt no longer has charges, but its duration and damage.
The mask, honestly, is what's terrifying to me.
For the increased uptime. Those are the changes for Warlocks in 1.17.2, the Tower of Karazhan. We'll see you in Azeroth.
Okay. So the dice picked for you guys one of the three. I will, of what remains, I will pick the last one, the one that I had the most fun making. Okay, so Priest, Hunter was a pain in the butt. I didn't like that one. Shaman, I didn't like, but not for the reason you're thinking. I like Shaman. I liked making this one. It was the first one I made, but I had to go back and fix it, so I didn't like making that one. I didn't like doing the Paladin one that much. I actually struggled making the Paladin one a lot because it's hard to show some of their abilities. The Warrior one, I think I had a little bit of fun with. Actually, the Priest one I had a lot. Oh, no, the Priest one for sure. Yeah, Priest was probably my favorite. You'll see why.
Let's review the
major Priest
changes for the Priest class happening in patch 1.17.
It's more because it's more because figuring out their pets was tough. As a GM.
Head over to turtle-wow.org. To start, we reduce the mana cost of buffing spells, reducing the hassle on raid buffing. Inner Fire will now grant spell damage instead of attack power. Fear Ward is now a baseline ability with Dwarf Priest.
So this is just the ZG area, the Yojimba Isle. This is like an alternate tier 1. It really looks kind of goofy, but I kind of like it. I don't know if you can quite see it. That thing that she's DPSing, this little snake guy right here, this is a very rarely seen model. It's one of the ZG like snake people. It's not a Naga, it's like a snake man. And so I found that model. I'm like, oh, I gotta use this one because it was like ZG theme. So that was fun. A lot of what I did in many of the videos is I had like the characters like showing off rotations and stuff, shooting dummies. But on this one specifically, I had like a whole scene because the way Disciplined Priest works is like they're like buffing someone the whole time while they're doing their own thing. So I wanted to have like two priests kind of doing their thing, and like they're hitting a dummy off screen, but you can kind of see what they're doing.
Support-oriented gameplay with a damage increase.
It was hard to get emotes in there though. I was trying to show like the troll like cheering for another troll. It's kind of hard to show.
While Resurgent Shield grants you a portion of the mana cost.
The thing that the other troll's wearing is like Acolyte's robe. It's like the thing you start the game with.
To a percentage of the shield when it's broken. Smite and Holy Fire have been improved substantially, while the former has seen a mana cost
Also, I love
reduction.
troll female
Holy Fire is
emotes.
integrated
They're very
into the
sassy.
rotation by a new Purifying Flames talent, granting holy damage whenever it's cast. Power Infusion has been removed, replaced by Chastise, which damages and disorients enemies, or damages and grants attack and casting speed to allies, which lasts longer if the damage critically strikes your ally. Next up, the Holy Tree. Base healing
Okay, this
value
one was
spell
also fun to
power
make,
scaling
but mostly because I ended up falling in love with like the dwarf model in this outfit. This is the 3.5, the Plague Doctor. It actually looks really good. Like when you see it walking around, it's like I kind of end up falling in love with it. Also, these gloves are not actually the piece from the set. I believe these are like the silver threaded gloves. T-Mog enthusiasts will know these exactly. But I couldn't find them for some reason, so I just ended up using those. This is also Stromgarde. You Alliance people probably know this zone if you've, or just longtime players will know the area.
Out of a need to compensate for new buffs and talents in the deeper parts of the Holy Talent tree. The improved healing talent.
This is right. These crates here are when your boy Vrograg figured out how to spawn objects in. Something that has haunted me since, but I figured it out here. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it.
Also reduces the cost of Prayer of Healing, while improved Prayer of Healing has been removed from the Holy Tree. Lightwell can no longer be clicked while its heal over time effect is active.
Trying to find a good way to show Lightwell off is very difficult, by the way.
When the player takes damage. In addition, the amount of charge.
So like Lightwells aren't that big. So what I actually did was, because I was trying to just like, everything's kind of exaggerated, I actually took the Lightwell's particle effect and I actually like sized it up, I think, to make it look bigger. Because it's actually pretty small.
By the new Reservoir of Light talent. Finally, the Shadow Tree. For the most part, we're really happy.
This is the one I had the most fun with, and you'll see why.
Is currently at, and just
First off, Murag and I agree about one thing. The Shadow Priest Tier 2 variant, chef's kiss. It is so pretty.
From our first round of class changes. The spell power scaling coefficient of Mind Flay and Mind Blast.
That's on Zoram Strand, by the way.
With Mind Flay in particular.
This purple brazier you'll see here, that's should be part of a quest thing. It's not normally there, so I took it and just put it there.
The stun duration of Blackout has been
I think I used the Cult of the Damned Skinned, or maybe like the like the Lich, not the Lich, the Death Knight human skin for this to make him look even more sinister. And that is that staff, by the way, is I think one of the new staves that's coming out of Kara. It has a cool model though.
And reduced, and the ability now has a cast time. In addition, Pain Spike's spell power scale
Haxer, I did.
Has been
Don't worry.
And its cooldown has been increased. However, it can now be cast outside of shadow form. To give shadow a bit.
So here's where I'll give you some like behind the scenes commentary. So you see this right here. This is a void zone, like the kind that Blamo spawns if you've ever done the Four Horsemen fight. Now, if anyone remembers, during the first like week after the patch, there was this error where void zones were looking exactly like that. Now, no one on the team has been able to tell me that it was my fault. And I don't think it was. But you better believe when I saw that come out, I'm like, oh God, it was my fault. I don't think it was. I genuinely don't think it was. People like high ups in the team said we're like no that wasn't you, that couldn't have been you, and everyone keeps telling me that if you change the size of something on a server reset it reverts. However, that is exactly what because I dealt with it too. I did Four Horsemen when the void zones were that big. So listen, I screwed myself over too. If it was me, I screwed myself over. I'm just letting you guys know.
Bit more flexibility.
But listen, when you see the cinema that's about to happen, you'll understand it was worth it. Now watch the void zone. Watch the void zone grow, okay? Follow me on this. Huh? Oh, look, it's getting bigger, guys. Come on. Come on. That is cinema. How can you not like that? I had him cheer too.
Those are just some of the big changes for priests coming in 117.2, the Tower of Karazhan. We'll see you in Azeroth. This video was edited by Vrograg Fish.
Okay. So you got director's commentary on two of them. Yeah, no, it was absolutely cinema. How could it not be? Okay, but here's the thing. It would make no sense that so like the way it works, right? If I had like mega GM powers, I would type a command and spawn an object, right? I could like maybe spawn this barrel here and put it exactly where I wanted to put it, right? That's step one. And then you can modify things about it, like make it bigger, make it smaller, right? But how would I, with a command, how would I permanently change its size, right? It doesn't work like that. I think that's what the team was trying to tell me. However, I'm not convinced. I think it was my fault, but I don't think they know how I did it, because I don't know what I was doing. A Haxer I have, but I mean, what I do already is making WoW machinima. I like doing it. There's like all these robust tools and stuff, and I'm like, I have to learn another thing. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to like write scripts and stuff. It would be fun. I could do it, but speaking of machinima, I want to show something to you guys. And I'm sorry for burying the lead. Observe this Vrograg, okay? You see Vrograg right here? Here's your boy. He's slightly more green than the other Vrograg, but here's what I want to show you. Here's the dance animation. Get out of the way, lady. All right, pay close attention. He does this little crossover step, okay? He claps every now and then. I believe he does there's like another. Okay, you see that? And then there's a spin. There's a reason I'm drawing your attention to this. And then there's that, okay? There's like different phases of the dance, and there's like the back thing, right? You see how he does that? Okay. Get that all in your head. And then he goes back to how he started. Okay, here's why I'm bringing this up. / dance special. Do you guys notice anything different? Except for the set. Get out. This lady. Jesus. All right. Interesting, right? Dance Special has special properties for, I think, almost every race and gender combination. Dance Special, I think for humans, they actually have a different dance. It's like an old one that was in the code. However, all the other races get a part of their dance like looped. Thank you, Haxer. I'll consider it. I don't know what kind of stories I would want to tell, honestly. I'll think about it, though. It is fun. But, listen. If there's a part of the dance that you like, all this means is that they're doing stuff with Dance Studio. You guys know how I feel about Dance Studio. I'm excited. There's a new orc dance for orc females. I nearly died hardcore dancing as 3 lesser fill guards aggroed on me while I was dancing. Oh no. Did they just do the booty shake? I think for the troll females, because I looked at it on my mage, I think like she just does like the hip part. She doesn't do any of the other parts. She just does the hip part. So, I mean, it's out there. This lady. I'm gonna switch sides, lady. Lady. Ooh, I am rude. Maybe that's why I'm not gaining so much faction with these guys. I keep insulting them. Well. Alright. I have to wrap things up. I can smell dinner. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, wrapping up, let's see. What you guys should know, I was trying to think of anything else I didn't mention. I have begun early planning stages for the next T-Mog competition. As in, I'm working out dates to make sure I'm not interfere with other people's big events. And I'm doing some planning on it, like trying to get ideas for venues, like themes, stuff like that. So that is in the works. Expect that within a month. More to be announced soon. Today is the 13th. And I may be streaming Sunday instead of Saturday. It depends. Someone has a birthday coming up soon, and I might live with her, so I want to see what she might want to do on the weekend. So I'll keep you guys appraised. I normally do postings for my fishing chats on the weekend, but just keep an eye out there. Trying to think of anything else. Remember to do your bug reports if you find any bugs. Let people know about them. You know, do your due diligence. I will. Thank you, Drew. And continue being nice to each other. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the bugs. The bugs are sometimes some of the best part. I do genuinely mean that. Unless it makes your game unplayable, I just laugh it off normally. Most of it hasn't been unplayable, so. Who we rating? Oh yeah. Wait, is there someone? Okay, wait. Nino, you know more about Twitch than I do. What do I have to do to raid someone? Because I'd like to do that one time. Peo? I don't know who Peo is. Also, I don't know. Is that gonna? It's exclamation mark raid or slash raid. Okay, hold on. Let me see if someone's streaming on. Uh-oh. Okay, I got a message from Akalix. Everything's okay though. Nothing died, I think. I'm looking on Turtle WoW to see who else is live. Okay. I don't think it's no one I really know. But you said Peo. Okay, Raukangren says slash raid and then channel name. Okay, I'm going to do it. What happens when I do that? Does that like stop my stream? I'm using my Twitch chat for like Twitch help. Like how does this work? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so when I do that, all the Twitch chatters go over there. Okay. And then I suppose I just end stream after? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Your stream does stay live, I think, but we all might. Oh, okay, I see. All right. I will do rating at the end then. Thank you for letting me know how that works. Let me see who I could maybe do that to. I don't want that. Bring me to like. No, we'll do this. Trying to see if there's someone that I actually follow on this account. No one, no. Okay, so. Okay, I see. So you get bonus channel points. All right, who am I rating? Who am I rating, Nino? Just tell me. Raid. I'll have it typed in and ready to go. I think you said Peo. All right. Anyway, so outside of that, everything else, I'll probably see you guys again sometime on the weekend. I have some writing to do for a tabletop session thing I want to be working on, and I'll probably play the game too. Kind of crazy. Thank you, Ferroni. I didn't realize that was the case, but I believe you. If my two Twitch chatters could agree on who I'm supposed to raid, I'll do it. I think any of my... Hold on. I'm spending way too long on this. I should have been offline by now. Okay, they're not on. Maybe the goat is? Mango? Okay, I know who we're raiding Mango. We're raiding the goat. Big fan of Melee, so hope you guys like... they might be playing Rivals of Aether, so enjoy that. Yes, say hi from Turtle WoW. You can say whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Alright, thanks guys. Have a good one. I'll do my normal spiel. Be good to one another when you're playing games. Make sure to have fun. And as always, remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Bye guys.